Did you get my text last night? I sent it around midnight.
Yes, I did. I couldn't sleep after reading it. Your message about the client meeting completely changed my perspective.
Really? I was worried it might upset you. I know we've been working on this project for months.
Upset? No, not at all. Actually, your honesty made me realize something important about how we've been approaching everything.
What do you mean? I just mentioned that the client seemed hesitant about the design.
Exactly. And that single observation made me look at all our work differently. I've been so focused on technical perfection that I forgot about their actual needs.
So you're not angry that I went behind your back to text you privately?
Why would I be? You gave me valuable feedback. Besides, sometimes the best insights come outside of formal meetings.
I've been thinking about it all morning. Should we completely redesign the interface?
Not completely, but we definitely need to simplify things. The client mentioned user experience 3 times during that meeting.
Right. And when you showed them the advanced features, they looked confused rather than impressed.
That's the wake-up call I needed. Sometimes as developers, we get caught
Huh.
up in showing off what we can do.
So, what's our next step? The presentation is in 2 days.
Let's meet this afternoon and strip everything down to essentials. Focus on solving their actual problem, not showcasing our skills.
Perfect. Your text response this morning already had some brilliant ideas.
Thanks. That midnight message of yours, it might have just saved this entire project.
I'm glad I trusted my instinct to reach out. Sometimes timing is everything.
Absolutely. And sometimes one honest text message can change everything.
I saw your text before you published the review. Thank you for giving me a heads up.
I felt it was the right thing to do. Your restaurant has been a neighborhood staple for 15 years.
But you're still going to publish it, even knowing it could destroy everything I've built?
My job is to be honest with readers. But that text wasn't just professional courtesy, it was also personal.
Personal? We barely know each other beyond our business interactions.
My father owned a restaurant. I watched him struggle every day to maintain quality and keep customers happy. I understand what you're facing.
Then you know that one bad review can finish a small restaurant like mine.
Which is exactly why I texted you first. I wanted to explain my concerns before the review goes live tomorrow.
The kitchen incident last Tuesday. That's what this is about, isn't it?
Partly, yes, but also the inconsistency I've noticed over my last 3 visits. Your Tuesday night service was excellent, but Friday was disappointing.
We had 2 staff members call in sick. I was working both the kitchen and managing the floor.
I suspected something like that. That's another reason I reached out privately.
So what happens now? Do you still publish the review knowing the circumstances?
Here's what my text proposed. I'll delay the review for 2 weeks. You fix the staffing issues and consistency problems.
And then you come back for another visit.
Exactly. Unannounced, of course. If things have improved, I'll write about both experiences and your commitment to quality.
That's incredibly fair. Most critics wouldn't give a second chance.
Like I said, that text message wasn't just professional. I believe in supporting businesses that genuinely care about what they do.
Thank you. You have no idea what this means. I won't let you down.
I'm counting on it. Sometimes people just need a warning shot instead of a fatal blow.
That text message might have just saved my livelihood.
Then use these 2 weeks wisely. Show me the restaurant I know you're capable of running. Thank you for responding to my text so quickly. I know it's late on a Sunday evening.
When a teacher texts about my daughter, I respond immediately. What's wrong with Emma?
Nothing's wrong exactly, but I've noticed some concerning changes in her behavior over the past 3 weeks.
What kind of changes? She seems fine at home. Quiet, maybe, but fine.
That's just it. Emma used to be one of my most enthusiastic students. Now she sits in the back and barely participates.
Teenagers go through phases. Isn't this normal for 15-year-olds?
Usually, yes, but Emma's grades have also dropped significantly. She failed her last 2 assignments, which is completely unlike her.
Failed? She told us she got B's on those assignments. She even showed us papers with grades.
I suspected she might not be sharing the truth at home. That's why I felt texting you directly was necessary.
This is serious. Why would she lie about her grades? That's not like Emma at all.
In my experience, sudden behavioral changes usually mean something's happening in their personal life. Has anything changed at home recently?
Well, my wife and I have been arguing more lately. We thought we were keeping it from Emma, but maybe we weren't.
Kids are perceptive. They pick up on tension even when we think we're hiding it well.
So what do I do? How do I help her without making things worse?
First, have an honest conversation. Let her know you're aware of the grade situation. Don't punish her immediately.
Just talk. That seems too simple.
Sometimes communication is exactly what teenagers need. They're dealing with so much pressure already.
What about the school? Can you provide any additional support?
I'm already planning to offer her extra help sessions after school, but the home support is crucial too.
I appreciate you reaching out like this. Most teachers would just send a formal warning letter.
Emma's a special student. I could see her potential from day one. I'm not giving up on her, and neither should you.
That text message was a wake-up call. We need to pay better attention at home.
Exactly. Sometimes one concerned message can redirect a young person's entire path.
We'll have that conversation tonight. Thank you for caring enough to reach out.
I know my text this morning must have terrified you. I'm so sorry for the panic I caused.
Terrified doesn't begin to cover it. Your message said there was a problem with the wedding photos. My wedding is in 3 hours.
Let me explain the situation completely before you panic further. My main camera broke last night.
Broke? How does a professional photographer's camera just break the night before my wedding?
I was photographing another event yesterday. Someone bumped into me and the camera fell onto concrete. The lens shattered completely.
This cannot be happening. I've been planning this wedding for 18 months. The photos are everything to me.
Which is exactly why I texted you immediately. I wanted to be completely transparent about the situation and my solution.
Solution? What possible solution is there 3 hours before my ceremony starts?
I contacted every photographer I know in the city. My colleague Sarah has agreed to bring her backup equipment.
A colleague? I hired you specifically because I loved your portfolio. I don't want someone else shooting my wedding.
Sarah isn't shooting your wedding. I am. She's lending me her professional equipment so I can deliver the photos you deserve.
So you'll still be my photographer, using different equipment.
Exactly. Same photographer, same artistic vision, just different camera body. The quality will be identical to what you expected.
Why did you text me then? Why not just handle it quietly?
Because honesty matters to me. If I were getting married, I'd want to know if something went wrong, even if it was being fixed.
That's actually really professional. Most people would have hidden the problem.
Your trust matters more than protecting my ego. Besides, you deserved to know what happened.
Okay, I'm breathing again. But promise me the photos will still be beautiful.
I promise. In fact, I'm bringing extra backup equipment now because of what happened. Your wedding will be documented perfectly.
Thank you for being honest. That text message scared me, but I appreciate your integrity.
Sometimes transparency causes short-term stress, but builds long-term trust.
Agreed. Now let's make sure this wedding is absolutely perfect.
It will be. And in 20 years, this will be a funny story about how everything worked out.
I hope you're right. See you in 3 hours with working cameras.
I'm glad you received my text and got here safely. The roads are dangerous in this weather.
I drove through a snowstorm to get here. Your message said my brother was in critical condition. What happened?
David was in a serious car accident this afternoon. Another driver ran a red light and hit him directly.
Is he going to survive? Your text wasn't clear about his chances.
He's stable now, but the next 48 hours are crucial. He has internal bleeding that we're monitoring closely.
Internal bleeding? That sounds extremely serious. Why aren't you operating immediately?
We did operate. The surgery lasted 4 hours. Now his body needs time to respond to the treatment.
Can I see him? I need to see my brother right now.
He's in intensive care and heavily sedated. You can see him, but he won't be able to communicate yet.
I don't care. I just need to be there. He's my only family left.
I understand completely. That's why I texted you personally instead of having a nurse make a formal call.
You texted me yourself? Don't doctors usually have staff handle notifications?
Usually, yes, but when I saw David's emergency contacts, I noticed you live 4 hours away. I wanted you to start driving immediately.
So you were thinking ahead about timing. That text message gave me extra hours to get here.
Exactly. Family presence can make a real difference in recovery. I wanted you here as soon as possible.
What are his actual chances? Please be completely honest with me.
Right now, I'd say he has a 70% chance of full recovery. The surgery went well, and he's young and healthy otherwise.
70%? That's better than I feared when I got your text.
He's fighting hard. David's a strong person. The medical team is doing everything possible.
What happens if things get worse? Will you text me again?
I'll contact you immediately if his condition changes. You have my direct number now.
Thank you for that. Most doctors wouldn't give out personal contact information.
In situations like this, direct communication matters. You shouldn't have to navigate through hospital operators during a crisis.
That text message you sent might have given me the chance to say goodbye if things go wrong.
Let's focus on the positive outcome. David is stable, and you're here now. That's what matters.
Can you take me to see him now? I've been waiting long enough.
Of course. Follow me to intensive care. Just prepare yourself for all the medical equipment.
I'm ready. Thank you for everything you've done, including that message.
So, you got my texts last night. I wasn't sure you'd actually show up to this meeting.
Are you kidding? When a major talent agent texts offering a record deal, you show up immediately.
Smart. Though I'm curious how you got my number. I don't usually reach out to unknown singers.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Your text seemed too good to be true. Is this really legitimate?
Completely legitimate. I saw your performance video online. You have raw talent that could be developed into something special.
This is incredible. I've been singing in small clubs for 5 years. Nobody important has ever noticed me before.
Well, I noticed, and I think with the right management and production, you could be recording professionally within 6 months.
6 months? That fast? What's the catch? There's always a catch.
No catch exactly, just standard industry contracts. You'd sign with my agency, and we'd handle everything.
Define everything. What would I be signing away?
Typical stuff. We'd manage your career, book your performances, handle negotiations. You focus on singing, we handle business.
And what percentage would your agency take from my earnings?
Standard rate is 40%. That covers management, marketing, production costs, everything you need.
40% seems high. I looked up industry standards last night. Most agents take 15 to 20%.
Those numbers are for established artists. New talent requires more investment, hence the higher percentage.
So that text message was actually a business proposition, not just a compliment about my talent.
Business and talent recognition go together. I wouldn't invest time in someone without genuine potential.
I need to think about this and probably consult with a lawyer before signing anything.
A lawyer? That seems unnecessary. This is a standard contract. Thousands of artists have signed similar agreements.
If it's so standard, then having a lawyer review it shouldn't be a problem, right?
Well, no, but legal reviews delay everything. The opportunity I'm offering might not be available in 2 weeks.
That sounds like pressure tactics. If this opportunity is real, it'll still be real after I get legal advice.
You're more cautious than I expected. Most young singers jump at chances like this.
Maybe that's why so many young singers end up broke and without rights to their own music.
Fair point. You're smarter than I gave you credit for.
That text message changed everything, but not in the way you planned. It taught me to question opportunities that seemed too perfect.
So you're turning down my offer?
I'm saying I'll consider it after my lawyer reviews the contract. If you're legitimate, you'll wait. If not, I've dodged a bullet. Your text yesterday was incredibly disappointing. Are you seriously cutting funding for the wetlands project?
The board made the decision, not me personally. We have to allocate resources to projects with clearer financial returns.
Financial returns? We're talking about protecting an ecosystem that prevents flooding for thousands of homes.
I understand your passion, but the company exists to make profit. Environmental projects need to demonstrate tangible economic benefits.
The economic benefit is preventing millions in flood damage. How is that not tangible enough?
Because those benefits are theoretical and long-term, the board wants to see immediate returns on investment.
Immediate returns? Some things are more important than quarterly profits. This wetland protects endangered species.
Endangered species don't pay dividends to shareholders. I know that sounds harsh, but it's business reality.
Business reality is destroying the planet. Your text message essentially sentenced that entire ecosystem to death.
That's overly dramatic. One company withdrawing funding doesn't doom the entire project.
Actually, it does. We've been searching for alternative funding for months. Your company was our last hope.
Then maybe the project wasn't viable to begin with. If no one else would fund it, perhaps there's a reason.
The reason is that corporations prioritize short-term profit over long-term survival. It's environmental suicide.
Look, I personally sympathize with your work, but I answer to a board of directors who only care about numbers.
Did you even fight for the project, or did you just accept their decision without pushback?
Of course I fought. I presented your research, showed the flood prevention data, everything. They weren't convinced.
What would convince them? What do they need to see to care about something beyond next quarter's profits?
Honestly, a public relations angle. If saving the wetland could improve the company's image, they might reconsider.
So we need to make environmental protection profitable for your image. That's depressing, but practical.
Welcome to corporate environmentalism. It's not ideal, but it's how things work in the real world.
Fine. What if I could get media coverage? Show how your company saving the wetland benefits the community.
If you could generate positive publicity, I could take that back to the board. They do care about public perception.
Then I'll make it happen. I'll contact every news outlet in the region and create a story they can't ignore.
You do that? Go full public pressure campaign?
Your text message forced my hand. If business logic is all your board understands, I'll speak their language.
Smart strategy. And for what it's worth, I hope it works. I actually do care about the wetland project.
Then help me. Give me insider information about what would really move your board to act.
That's risky for me professionally, but I'll do it. Sometimes one text message can start an unexpected alliance.
I shouldn't have texted you. I could lose my job for reaching out to a journalist.
But you did text me, which means what you witnessed is serious enough to risk your career. Tell me everything.
I've worked at the prison for 12 years. I've seen a lot, but what happened last week crossed every line.
Your text mentioned excessive force against an inmate. Can you be more specific?
3 guards beat a prisoner unconscious. No provocation, no resistance, just pure violence.
Did you report it through official channels? There are supposed to be procedures for this.
I tried. My supervisor told me to forget what I saw, said the inmate fell downstairs, and that's the official story.
Cover up from the top. That's why you contacted me. You need someone outside the system.
The inmate is still in medical isolation. They're not letting anyone see him, not even his family.
That's illegal. Prisoners have rights to medical care and family contact, even when injured.
Exactly, which is why I'm risking everything by talking to you. Someone needs to expose what's happening inside.
I'll need evidence. Your testimony is important, but I need documentation, medical records, something concrete.
I can't access medical records without authorization. That would be obvious theft, and I'd be immediately caught.
What about video footage? Most prisons have cameras everywhere these days.
The cameras in that corridor mysteriously malfunctioned that day. Convenient timing, right?
Of course they did. Classic cover-up tactics. But there must be something we can use.
I took photos of the inmate's injuries when they brought him to medical, on my personal phone.
You have photos? That's exactly what we need. Can you send them securely?
That's what terrifies me. Once I send those photos, there's no going back. My life changes forever.
I understand your fear, but that inmate's life already changed forever because of what happened to him.
You're right. I became a guard to help people, not to watch them being brutalized.
I promise to protect your identity as much as legally possible. You'll be an anonymous source.
What happens after you publish? Won't they investigate and figure out who leaked?
Possibly. That's why we need to be strategic about timing and how we release the information.
My family depends on my income. If I lose this job, we're in serious trouble.
I can't guarantee your job security, but I can guarantee that staying silent will haunt you forever.
That text message I sent you last night was me making a choice. I chose conscience over career.
That takes real courage. Most people look away and pretend they didn't see anything.
Send me the secure upload link. I'll transfer the photos tonight when I get home.
Thank you for trusting me. Together, we might actually change something in that prison system.
I remember you mentioned in your text that you've been checking your application status daily. I wanted to reach out personally.
Is this about my admissions decision? Your text just said you wanted to talk. I'm terrified right now.
Take a breath. This isn't bad news, but it's not exactly straightforward either, which is why I contacted you directly.
Not straightforward. What does that mean? Either I got in or I didn't, right?
Your application is currently on the waiting list. The admissions committee was genuinely impressed by your achievements.
Waiting list. So basically I didn't get in. I should just give up and accept the state school offer.
Actually, that's exactly why I texted you. I wanted to explain what waiting list really means at our university.
It means I'm second choice. When better students decline, maybe they'll remember I exist.
It means the committee sees your potential, but had limited spaces. Your essay about overcoming homelessness moved several people to tears.
Then why wasn't that enough? I had perfect grades despite living in a shelter. What more could I have done?
Nothing more. Your application was exceptional, but we had 3,000 qualified applicants for 800 spots.
So I'm just a number in a pile. That personal essay I agonized over didn't matter at all?
It mattered enormously. In fact, that's why I'm reaching out. Students on our waiting list who show continued interest often get accepted.
Continued interest? You mean I should keep bothering admissions officers while they've already rejected me?
Not bothering, updating. If you win any new awards, improve grades, or have significant developments, let us know.
I'm barely surviving day to day. I don't have time for activities that win awards. I work 30 hours weekly to help my family.
That work ethic is exactly what impressed the committee. Your ability to maintain grades while working shows incredible determination.
Determination doesn't pay tuition. Even if I somehow got off the waiting list, I can't afford your university anyway.
That's another reason for my text. I wanted to discuss financial aid options you might not know about.
I researched everything already. The financial aid package wasn't enough to cover all costs.
Standard packages, yes, but there are additional scholarships specifically for students from challenging backgrounds.
Why didn't anyone mention these scholarships in the official materials? I read everything on the website.
They're not widely advertised because funding is limited, but I've seen your situation and you definitely qualify.
So you're saying there's actually a chance? That text message wasn't just a polite rejection?
I'm saying don't give up yet. Send an email updating your application with any recent achievements. Reference our conversation.
What if nothing changes? What if I stay on the waiting list until all spots fill?
Then at least you tried everything possible. But statistically, motivated waiting list students have decent acceptance rates.
This conversation has given me more hope than I've had in weeks. Thank you for reaching out personally.
Your story deserves a chance. That text message was me stepping slightly outside normal protocol because I believe in you.
I won't let you down. I'll send that update email tonight with my latest grades and work promotions.
Perfect. And remember, waiting list doesn't mean no. It means not yet. Sometimes that changes everything.
Thank you for calling back so quickly after my text. I know this must be shocking news about your mother.
Shocking doesn't cover it. We hadn't spoken in 7 years. Why is she asking for me now?
She's in hospice care. The doctors estimate she has perhaps 2 weeks left. She's been asking for you every day.
2 weeks? I thought she was healthy. We're not close, but I didn't know she was dying.
She was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer 4 months ago. It progressed rapidly despite treatment.
4 months and nobody contacted me? Did she forbid people from telling me?
Actually, she wanted to tell you herself. She was writing you letters but never sent them. I found them yesterday.
Letters? What did they say? Why didn't she just pick up the phone?
She was afraid you wouldn't answer. Your relationship ended badly, and she carries tremendous guilt about that.
She carries guilt? I'm the one who walked away. I'm the one who refused to reconcile for 7 years.
According to her letters, she takes full responsibility for the arguments that drove you apart.
This is too much. I don't know if I can face her. Too much time has passed. Too many hurtful things were said.
I understand your fear, but I've worked in hospice care for 15 years, and I've seen what unresolved issues do to people.
You mean the dying person or the family left behind?
Both. The regret that comes from not having that final conversation haunts people for decades.
What would I even say to her? Sorry for wasting 7 years? Sorry for being stubborn?
You don't need a perfect speech. Just presence matters. Sitting beside someone's bed says everything words can't.
Is she coherent? Can she actually have a real conversation?
She has good moments and difficult moments. Morning is her best time. She's clearest between 9 and 11.
What if I come and she's angry with me? What if she uses her last words to blame me?
That's not who she is right now. Pain and medication have stripped away pretenses. She's just a mother missing her daughter.
I'm scared. I'm absolutely terrified of walking into that hospice room.
Fear is normal. But imagine the alternative, living the rest of your life knowing you had the chance and didn't take it.
You're right. That would be worse than any awkward conversation. When can I visit?
Tomorrow morning would be ideal. She's usually awake by 8:30 and most alert until noon.
Will you be there? I don't think I can do this alone.
I'll be there. I'll stay in the room or step out, whatever makes you both comfortable.
That text message you sent changed everything. I was planning to ignore her existence until it was too late.
Sometimes people need someone outside the situation to push them toward healing. I'm glad I could be that person.
I'll be there tomorrow at 9. Thank you for not giving up on contacting me.
Your mother never gave up on you either. She just needed help reaching out. See you tomorrow.